Soft morning light through the window, slow and steady. Gentle coffee scent held in the air, taking time. A single cup warms waiting hands unmoving. Quiet pages rest, the room breathes easy. Sunlight leans across the wooden counter, gentle and long. Chairs sit in patience, shadows stretching slowly. A small bell, long faded, silence returns. Steam rises with no hurry, drifting wide. The room holds a slow, steady warmth, unbroken. Hands turn a page, a long pause follows. A distant street murmurs far away, and then quiet. Light rests on the table for many long seconds. Thoughts soften and fold into the calm. A subtle smile stays, breathing deep and slow. The kettle whispers once, then let's go to silence. Moments widen like slow rivers, never rushed. Familiar would remember slow afternoons lingering. A gentle breath touches the glass, then holds soft reflections settle, long and patient. The day moves like honey across the room, careful. No sudden motion, no quick breath, only ease. Warmth gathers in corners and quietly remains. The space listens, nothing is demanded. Slow footsteps at the door pass and fade away. Evening memory rests softly in the morning light. The counter keeps its quiet echo for long beats. A long instrumental space unfolds between phrases. The melody breathes with wide pauses, unhurried. Notes stretch and hang like soft threads in air. Each phrase aloud, a long empty breathing space. Calm deepens, settling like soft cloth over wood. Gentle tones continue without pressing forward. Time opens slowly, each second wide and kind. The sound of calm fills the room with patience. Every pause is long and carries weightless warmth. The hush lingers, then a single chord slowly fades. A low piano tone and guitars sustain extended breaths. The room remains a harbor of easy light and rest. Soft atmosphere holds unchanged and slow. No hurry, no push, only a patient unfolding. Day stretching into a long calm. leaves hold fragments of gentle time. The sky carries faint reflections of voices that no longer call. Warm air folds into silence. Shadows meet and drift apart. Footsteps echo, soft and uneven. The sound fades like evening rain. Hands brush the edge of a low stone wall. A memory rises, then falls away. Dusk glows under amber light. Each particle slow in its descent. Still water mirrors the air. Clouds melt into a pale horizon. A thought turns softly, hidden and kind. Time bends around its edges. Eyes follow the curve of the wind, breathing deeper, slower, calmer. A single leaf rests on the ground. The air forgets its sound. Soft ache of something familiar touches and disappears again. Light gathers between the trees. Quiet gold inside the green. Shadows linger like gentle waves, rolling over tired hours. A window glows far away. Its warmth stays without a reason. Hands rest empty but steady. The heart moves in slow circles. A quiet strength hums within the air. Not loud, only sure and kind. Evening folds the world in gray, and memory settles deeper. Paths fade into each other like colors at the edge of dusk. No words remain, only breath and the hum of soft returning. Time holds everything lightly, then releases it tonight. Stars appear one by one, like thoughts unclenching at last. The wind grows thin, cool and kind. Peace moves through unseen fields. The quiet path still open, and the light still waiting there. pale light moves slow across the room. The air is thin and gentle, every sound softened by cold. The kettle breathes a whisper of warmth. Steam drifts upward, faint and white. Outside the sky is silent steel. Bare branches hold the pale sun still. Hands fold around a cup of calm. Time stands at the edge of thought. A clock ticks like falling snow, each moment deep and clear. Soft shadows stretch along the wall. Nothing stirs, the day rests long. Light touches wood and fades away. A hush settles deeper inside. Slow heat circles, almost gone. Echoes of warmth stay behind. Breath clouds the air, disappears. Windows hum with distant chill. Snow rests heavy, unmoving. Paths vanish under quiet white. The world outside dissolves to gray. Inside remains a steady glow. Stillness wraps the sound of time. Piano notes fall far apart. A sigh drifts through the calm and never returns again. Hands move slowly, patient and sure. Every motion folded in peace. The air hums with quiet grace. A low tone holds through the space. The window glows with silver rust. Soft light bends through frost. Heart slows to match the cold. Each breath turns into mist. Silence becomes a gentle song. Warmth breathing under ice. The last light fades like a candle. Snow continues without end. All that remains is calm and glow. Time asleep beside the glass. Light rests beneath the quiet air, soft and warm, untouched by time. The floor remembers gentle footsteps, echoes hidden under calm breath. The slow horizon drifts through the glass, faint reflections stay and shimmer. Nothing moves but the fading light. Each sound folds into stillness. The cup stands empty, holding warm. Steam no longer rises, only peace. The sky outside a pale blue-gray. Soft wind brushes the unseen edge. Breathing slows, heart steadies. The day leans back into comfort. Piano tones drift one by one, each note a soft fallen petal. Moments wide and unhurried, silence speaks in quiet rhythm. A small warmth grows inside the calm, not bright, only deep and steady. Hands rest without thought, eyes trace the fading gold. Somewhere a clock breathes once, then forgets the sound it made. The air thickens with soft patience. Light curls beneath the still room. The slow turning of the world unseen. Time hums gently under its weight. Windows hold the memory of touch. No sound but the hum of quiet air. Each note falls slower, softer, as if the world were sleeping. The breath of calm expands wide. A low light moves through everything. Peace bends like slow water and never breaks its surface. Shadows blend with tender ease. Edges fade into the glow. Soft glimmer of another hour melts into a steady hush. Nothing is missing, nothing asks. Only stillness, only warmth. The light beneath the silence stays, even after everything stops. Soft words drift in the light, unhurried and warm. The room listens without asking, keeping quiet breath. A calm voice speaks slowly, every phrase a gentle wave. Time opens wider and does not rush, light stays. Fingers rest on the table's edge, steady and sure. A small glimmer moves across the glass, then lingers. Each sentence floats and settles like dust in sun. The world waits for nothing, the air remains kind. Piano tones arrive one by one, falling like petals. A low guitar holds a line for a long while. Silence stretches between phrases, wide and patient. The voice returns, softer now, carrying a tender color. No hurry, no panic, only warmth moving forward. Breathing is long and even, the room grows deeper. A memory passes gently, never speaking in its name. Light folds over wood and stays without a sound. Words pause, a long instrumental space opens and holds. Notes sustain and fade slowly, leaving clear air. The voice enters again, lower and close, each word placed with care, then allowed to rest. Shadows lean and do not speak, only listening. Soft intention rises, then settles back to calm. Another instrumental drift, 20 long seconds of rest. Piano and guitar circle slowly, like evening water. Time grows generous and wide, nothing presses forward. A quiet lift of feeling, bright but delicate. The voice carries it once, then lets it go. Space returns, longer this time. Instruments alone sustain, breathe, remain, and do not hurry. A distant glow in the corner, steady and kind, the line of thought loosens, opening to peace. Soft words come back lightly, almost a whisper. They touch the room and float away intact. No rhythm, only breathing, long and short. A gentle rise, a gentle fall, then stillness. Another long rest, 30 seconds of open light. Tones bloom and fade like slow lanterns. The air holds everything lightly, refusing to rush. A final thread of voice, quiet and sincere. It draws no conclusion, only kindness. Piano settles into white silence, unbroken. Guitar leaves a last soft shape in the room. Light remains on the floor, unafraid to linger. Time stays open and calm, wider than before. The voice bows out, leaving warmth behind. Instruments keep breathing, then slowly let go. Nothing ends sharply, everything dissolves to rest. Soft words drift in